to some deep trouble because and then me know kasa information about the kinds right here on this particular platform air patches he has been officially invited by the office of the special prosecutor. Now if you've been following the whole issue since a year for the past 2 weeks, I've been say lawyer Martin Kpebu, he's been championing the cause say OSP corrupts to the extent say also why an investigation extra say OSP as well. Yeah, there's a lot of corruption related activities I cause for on mention the fact say OSP the house boy and the maid crown the on OSP and our office of the special prosecutor payroll. And what is really shocking in all of this is or part say OSP kisie jabem otna ho yen hwehanya ama kenuforiata efanenim efi Ghana. In fact, alleging say kenuforiata fi Ghana nyina no OSP onimubi. And that's already office of the special prosecutor have someone invitation, you can even say arrest say lawyer Martin Kpebu should come. And also platform otna so and make it science insinuation, you know, they should also come and bring evidence. That is TB3. Now brief one, you read this because in some way by a nipa odika eliki, you know, Manasa Zero air part say intelligence and as information at Ninsaka air part say a OSP ne invite now invite a kisi lawyer Martin Kpebu no if let's put this on the screen see we are near details and also the video it kind of triggered this particular invitation or arrest warrant by OSP into Shahasia Manasa Zero posted some few hours ago. So OSP invites Martin Kpebu and TV3 over allegations of corruption and that the OSP looked away for Kenneth Ratha to leave. So these are basically serious allegations that OSP participated. If you don't have evidence, we will go after you. Now, Oshe Ghana Web reports on the buyer. Also, OSP invites Martin Kpebu media house over comments on Ofori Arthur case. Now, this is not the first time TV3 is coming into the news. Recently, we said Professor Jampo together with Jordan Fair, they clashed on TV3 over comments and Namswa. We issue ama TV3 have been caught in the crossfire. But in some also the office of the special prosecutor has reportedly invited private legal practitioner Martin Kpebu and other Accra-based media house TV3 for question over comments made by the lawyer. According to the post shared by investigative journalist Manasa Azure on November 18, 2025, the summons relates to remarks in which Kpebu alleged that the special prosecutor Kisie Jabin colluded to ensure the former finance minister Kenneth Ratha left Ghana for the United States despite an ongoing investigation into financial irregularities during his tenure under Akufo-Addo administration. So basically, there's a particular video. This video we believe say OSP Eka say if Martin Kpebu is saying say meka hon ena kenefriata efi Ghana na mema ho kwan ombechire. In fact, in terms of law, Senator Martin Kpebu acquire lawyer, and one of the mantras in law is he who alleges must prove. So he must bring proof. And even further went on to say that there are corruption related activities, financial embezzlement, and Yamaniama El Koso OSP Asioye, and all of these things according to him, no, it smells, and then he is petitioning the president to remove OSP. Apart from that, so no, you won't say a different body like SML, they are all petitioning for the office OSP boss and Kisie Jabin special prosecutor to be demoted from his position. But then you could see exactly what lawyer Martin Kpebu Okaya this particular arrest and invitation warrant about him
transparency. I told you Kisie Jabin is more corrupt than Kenofuriata himself.
Why do you say this? I mean, are you not being unfair? We just have to dissociate ourselves from this. But are you not being unfair to the OSP?
But that is it.
I mean, what is the proof of this statement that is more corrupt? And as we disassociate ourselves from it.
The proof of it is in his connivance with Kenoforiata.
What's the evidence of the connivance you talk about?
That he himself, the statement, he says he watched Kenoforiata leave and look at all the places he was going to. Look, that he went to immigration, he went to NIB, he went to national security. Who doesn't know that Atubra Kweku is Gabi's boy, NIB boss at the time? Atubra Kweku worked for Gabi. He was Gabi's boy. He worked in Dankwa Institute. If you go to national security, the national security head at the time, Edward Asumani, also worked for Gabi. He said Gabi boy. He worked for Dankwa Institute. So, and then Dan Parry and Faustina and Dokufi, we've already dealt with them. You know how, even on common Akunta mining, they didn't act. So that was the evidence. I told you, look, Mr. Okanse, there is more to come. When you do investigations in the OSP office, the corruption cases we are hearing, it will blow your mind. But I'll wait one by one. When we present the petition for the removal of Kissie Ejabin, you will see the corruption cases that will come up against him. It's no joke. Look, even
the
this
petition,
SML matter.
You're going to present a petition.
Matter.
Martin Kpebu, you're going to present a petition for the removal of the special prosecutor Kissie Ejabin?
Absolutely. The corruption is stinking. Kissie Ejabin. Oh my God.
No, but
listen.
I mean, that's why I said that as you're able to prove it beyond reasonable doubt, on this platform, we cannot obviously associate with that. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That
yes, and I'm also telling you that
you have to you say you're going to put a petition, right?
Yes, because it's staggering. This SML matter. Look, this matter was with the head of investigations, Emmanuel Basintale, and his team. Kissie Ejabin took it away from them to go and give some less qualified people. I'm telling you, this SML matter, go check in the special prosecutor office. It was with Emmanuel Basintale. Emmanuel Basintale was a police, at least DSP, and he was Kissie's former client. So the matter is in public there. But he was in charge of it with his team, for over a year. And Kissie took it and went to give another officer who used to work at GRA. You don't know this officer will be conflicted. This officer has a fight to pick with GRA, etc. So we're seeing matters of conflict of interest. That's the point I'm making. Look, be careful. Be careful. There are a lot of other issues we could raise, but perhaps because of time, listen, I may have to jump onto a bus now.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm telling you that there are a lot of corruption cases that are brewing in the OSP itself. The Office of Special Prosecutor has become a crime scene, And I'm telling this to you on authority. Let's go conduct a poll in the OSP office today. You will see the myriad of allegations against Kissie. Look, ask yourself. I want Kissie Ejabin to answer this question. Are there 2 employees of the OSP who are currently working as like house helps in his home? In his home, are there 2 members of staff who are currently working as house helps? Meanwhile, they are on the OSP payroll. Kissie Ejabin should tell the people of Ghana who is Kwabena Boateng Edu, popularly called Baron. Who is Kwabena Boateng Edu, popularly called Santa Baron?
So you're going to put all of this in a petition. You say you're going to present a petition with all of this in there. But then again, if you listen to him, he says at the time, all the other agencies that were supposed to support him left him essentially, and he was on his
So that was it. In summer, lawyer Martin Kpebu Tuja, we believe that this is one of the major reasons OSP is actually dragging him. So umbra number chechemu. Somebody can and lawyer Martin Kpebu is a lawyer, and one of the things in law is that he who alleges must prove. So we believe say all of these things have a potential way. Now, beginning of the convoy, ultimate allegations are not Kissie Ejabin. Lawyer Martin Kpebu make against Kissie Ejabin. TV3 actually said say they issued a disclaimer say omon kahon, but then ultimately no akoka amana be from they are also inviting the staff of TV3 so omon lawyer Martin Kpebu the audience say ombra na ombekasa nti no waba no abeka wonsem dia any TV3 omma the platform omuso ombra na ombechim. So that is exactly what is really going on. That is what we are learning currently. So you need indemnity. We believe that this is going to be a very long fight, a very long uphill battle. At the end of the day, in Penny 4, and Penny 4 kinds of Sinichi and we live to see if also lawyer Martin Kpebu, because all before this while, he was saying that he was going to actually petition the president to remove OSP. So we don't know if that is going to be a viable thing right now. But then from the look of things, anyway, we live to see what will happen, and then you need in some Na etiefo nyina yenim atorenchama eto Ghana for August 6th a helicopter na carry our ministers and some NDC dignitaries and one na omoye security agencies no helicopter no kwahwe ase omu nyina ebu ya there was no survivor. That was a very dark Wednesday in the history of Ghana. Now following that, so we lost our defense minister Omane Buama. Now there is a call for us to replace our defense minister. Now one of the things you see here and there, especially following the tragic incident you see with Elwak now in Krofobeye 6 Esho Munkwano, there are calls for us to appoint a new defense minister, because currently the acting defense minister Ato Forcing. But if you follow the whole thing carefully, Ato Forcing a finance minister. So whilst perhaps Mahama wants to give a breathing space for us to honor and perhaps mourn better the past late defense minister Omane Buamano, there is also a worrying call for us to replace him, because you need active defense minister. Because of that, at Toronto may see, Mitmaka say the lack of management and the lack of someone in that position really doing his work caused this. And don't blame Ato Forcing. He's a finance minister. He has a lot of things under his gloves. Now, following this, the call to replace the finance ministry, I learned the person who is being tipped to actually lead or be the next defense minister is Senator Rawlings. Personally, I'm not shocked, because the previous MPP administration are there. The parliament, so Nipa na or chair of the defense committee in parliament. The chair was Kenny Japan, and also the deputy was Senator Rawlings. So Senator Rawlings has been on the defense committee for almost 8 years, chaired together and co-chaired with Kenny Japan. So clearly, though, she knows a thing or two and how to handle the ministry. And also, since Mahama buy, said that man any position be. But then, and then me say word on the ground that Eba chair says Senator Rawlings may be tipped to be the next defense minister. Oshaha or say just in Senator Ajima Rawlings emerges as top contender for defense minister ahead of potential cabinet reshuffle. So we are learning, say, just 1 year into the administration or His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or planning to be reshuffle into Ebimubeka into shall suggest in Senator Rawlings emerges as leading contender for defense minister ahead of expected cabinet shakeup. So we are learning, say, in all of these things, the John Dramani Mahama administration was showing the women say certain ministers are more performing. Performing, and also now say yes, sano. Until your bad down, say as it stands now, Harry Nedrusu appears to have the strongest chance of becoming the next minister of defense. That was then, but also earlier and now updates nearby near purchase nipa or yet tape to a friend is saying be the defense minister is Senator Rawlings. Now cut down where previous reports or say, however, there is some competition as others are reportedly backing Kennedy, the current works and housing minister who previously served as deputy defense minister under Mahama's first term. Far from that, so we must say former deputy defense minister Ken AJ. Obasi also Broja Jemfi is also being mentioned, with some party leaders describing him as a young talent who could excel in the role. Meanwhile, a few party cadres are urging President Mahama to consider Dr. Senator Rawlings for the position. So these are the potential people. These potential people no more and kamia koye say they are considering them. We who Broja Jemfi, who now education minister Harry Nedrusu, you see a reshuffle no bit be defense minister. I think this Broja Jemfi and who Kennedy and as you see Senator Rawlings. But then update eba or share top asia, because this particular update was previously, but then redacted one abba and say update if we no previous we knew November 7th, but net year which happened to be November 18th update net as Senator Rawlings no or no and why emerge as a contender for the defense ministry position. I mean, say if she gets it, it will be, I think, the first time a defense minister Ayoba, and I believe that she can do extremely well. Meanwhile, Samira Baromia is being dragged because apparently during campaign okusunye and in Japan and the supporters party say suno okusunye na suna Samira Baromia okusunye yes or the rob ashe ne bag muteni oduwa ena eja ye man rob ni bia odi ye ni asia and you start to so amount for party say hey woman she's doing all of this for she read or yeah for public sympathy, but then a juma was on ye inkutie the alleged information about you say Madam Samira the rob fan and yasin okusunya King Japan party say King Japan fans party say these are all tactics for Samira Baumia to please delegate ahead of the 31st January MPP flag bearer elections at so video baka beto aso.
Hey, I didn't go for the politics and the Andrew. The politics a druze and a man near the robber we a bag. You could share delegates for any robber fair near say near Shadow Kaku Suicide at the Quaquadada delegates. Politics never be a do no. There's of course central region. I said, once you go and try a movie, Yamiada Roma, your hair, you better exposing, you better expose no. One we said no, the iron baby at the end of the corner. Nukunu area. And today there's all the soon film. Not no one delegate form of ball. Hey, they can't go at them. MPP delegate. When will be a Mahaji and Adano. Aladi 38. Nere Hajia, Samira Baumia. When now we a delegate, Tom and Dada would die. Will be thrown Nimno or Sua, and yes, a Sufik or the robe now friend Yassi. The bag come be on the board and not the number. Or the robe of man of your goon. Or number say soon one also. Now, me say, your mammy had Yatsia simply say, your first soon earning elections for Ghana. And Gagana could afford, and Gagana positions no only Kuta. Your first soon earning elections for Ghana. Yet the message Uku allowed the Tata open the Tidomo. So, messenger, Uku shall delegate, Kauku message at the woman. Nankayama Miss Samira Baumia, and MPP the Semi, and Kayabi Ama Uku, Unuku now. Was a down by and also Uku, our Takadi, not PNC flag, and the boom, Mamma Samira Baumia. A down and also Uku, our Takadi, not PNC flag, and the boom, our Takadi. It's the MPP dear. Can why Yabia Maunu Uku allowed it. And fast forward young MPP, secure money at Japania, my year. And now one of delegates so and a who's who are Shanty region. It's now what we say women in positions. Yes, women in positions. Because the women in positions, maybe women organizers, maybe youth organizers are said. We are delegate to one Shanty region. It's not what we say. No one says share coordinators. Now coordinators for any women in position are Yama Miss Samira Baumi Babi Sham watch now. So do not Suya or Boya and put that juice. A rob no definitely answer. Opo ba mo hand bag rob. Because always a new cleaning message. And right now, on me play emotional tactics. As a Mura Hubi, as MPP, you mama MPP a warm pa, you mind. Because from nowhere, Uku Doctor Mambo, I like it. No new party, no crime marching pool. Your fan been running mate for the past 8 years. While baby move for 8 years. And yes, come on, and ya Japan. I'm a woman, Miss Samira Baumia, ya. Unia Bema, cried your city, identity city. If you some Samira Baumia, Unia Bema, Aji MPP, city, identity. Or Massa Jeffrey, some. I think MPP, dear. Mamma Samira Baumia, Unu Kuru, I like that MPP are one. Now, Sabi, well, maybe I'm more sense was upon a call. Delegate, Unu Kuru, my departure, my one delegate, no, crime be asked. Right now, all common body soon. For message, command delegate. For message, more sham. Also, I can't be accompanied upon. I'm on campaign island in the mom. Also, my Christie, etc. from a warrior campaign. One will set difference. Also, or can you look at my or can you look at and you commit my and you could go so ye and look. But that's also more winning message. Right now, with emotional intelligence and I think Yami out more and then Monday. Yami out more, it's not Tuesday. Yama Miss Samira Baumia will share women in positions. No share coordinators or Baba Bessu or Mekari Ubusu or the robe of Fun and Yase, Abema Danko or more. For the past 8 years, or more, maybe the woman 8 years. 8 years, 8 solid years. Or more, maybe the woman it's when one woman or bar on come nuclear message and some. ne kuru so be de na magana ne kuru so be de na delegates ne mumusa no question den na ne kuru na ntima anche dollar na nyina ho munya kuru na mumusa no obi anyo obi this time around no obi na tuo bi school fees ma no enyo obi na tuo bi dan kama no enyo obi na tuo bi bills ma no etu ya delegate e mo obi ehuru this time around because MPP ba power sabi na won tiro na ya won kwana na won tiro unya bi so won kwana udi ye eti mo obi ehuru na this time around etu se na da be ene Monday ebia no wa su ko se na osu ye ene osu ne ene ko share women organizers ene osu ebia na otena what is am kan ebia na tena wa osu but wa osu kwa da mo hwe bag mbo se rob na friend ko to rob no wa to adaka be 36 no de be a central for be ko be 1 o da friend yase odura no osu oboa otena kem o se madada o na me kro no when I'm fi no oba no the message mu o hwam message amo hwa Ghana for be jatum e ba dia muntie but enam say omu ni message Ghana for be jatum nti e say adanko dadadwe omu di mu adwen ho agro etu dey media me bom nkai o ochina ma me samira ba omi e be share women in positions no we share coordinators all ban o be su atere mo obese no ne ho ye bobo Mami Samira ba me no nya mobo kitikiti say why you say tam nyame ahira no sika de wanya bi ne ho nya mobo wanya bi na sika ma ni nua agi MPP seat adenta afiri ensem eti when mama ne ho anya mobo kitikiti say eti wochina obesu se mu zo wan super na yes meaning so ha me video nti na wan su.
Okay, so these are some of the allegations by Yemboshi Neyanko a year Daddy Lumba na so ye. Meno can say that Lumba in seven a year wild because a necra a year ni 2 wives from Mosanko class e were courts. Or Dobrunian Casa de one court. I could just say was one court, but then omo lawyers no muhunipa e could see when to see or hodi and yansem get up. But then we'll go back to that issue perhaps later. But you see, I know that Lumba and the girlfriend back could be a woman on it or Babe Casa. In fact, we are learning that Lumba was very promiscuous because mba bebre na papai on your date even do an hour. And the shocking thing is a bra wawaring no date a lot. But then one thing is ushawa obedi can catch us me wayeri. Me getting the BCBA for need the emano. You share this particular video of that Lumba, the mistress on need date ya. See and we will but in Nema or spelling no. In fact, Okaya and maybe Kwaka a year or Dobroni. You share video about back.
You want to say about Dobroni ana?
Minim no. Ono the AM say oye 2012 for 2010 for ni bi. Minim no, honestly. Minim no.
Okay.
And I wouldn't even want to know her.
How? She doesn't deserve to know you either.
No.
Let me be selfish.
Epacho you.
Pacho, my question is simple. Who was Daddy Lumba to you?
Okay. I would say, sir, Charles is a very good friend. He's a sweet soul when he wants to be sweet. Ninsemobo, onye nipa ni timoding.
Yeah.
And Debiano or Pese, he wants everybody to be like him. Like he wants to talent, and then he knows like, okay, I can work with this talent. Me Charles, that means so I'm saying, you have the voice. And I'll say he's a friend, he's a father, he's a lover, and he's a mentor.
Piao.
Me Pacho, say you are.
That's from me Pacho.
Papa. Mo ana mo ka say. Eye papa. Ninsemu oden. Enti na oprega ne rega ese bancha mpesie. Ena papa ope ma omo hu fi kokoro aba sebe. Ebidie raba manusi me papa mo fanche me. Mo ana mo keka sani na it's all lies.
I can say this emphatically on record. Even now, they be America say medin kwasi asemu. Because Tama many Charles Wahon is canning po won't be sano. Wouldn't baby a shed draw an eshe, wouldn't baby a shed. And there's nothing like Papa me pesika kona koyi. It's when na nka me ni bebre because that time na say I think this sir. It's only obi a we didn't wo ho no ma bibi abehia o there be.
So when inti ano when inti one no wo na say untimi nto ade papa untimi nto we
When I went into yes.
we made that now you made. Yeah.
Because you can only baby ada.
A maid is a maid. There is difference between girlfriend
And a maid.
and a maid. Thank you.
Now, for following this, no more investigations about and also nkofo bebre e common set. Me no ka say nipa or no so the nsem aba betuja or we be the Pandora's box or patch say onim that lumba yipa, which obviously you have to believe because Ofuriampon and former wife and an ex-wife just Ofuriampon so ba topping no that lumba. So by on that lumba munya na tete ho na that lumba or a certain kind of lifestyle. I just say Olivia, I just say waka maybe I could Captain Smart, any other people to Aisha Modi, Nipo Ababe Kasaya Aisha Modi, to Aisha Modi, no, there is, and there are people like Captain Smarter, they are pushing to profit from a year that Lumba ni demise. I just say ultimately, no, or part just say, ene odobruni ana no ayedin nyina ebimo te say Captain Smart and omuta ni chia at the end of the day no omo ye ni YouTube. Meanwhile she odobruni should basically know her place. Yenko hwe the video involve I just say Aisha Modi or spilling the beans on a lot of these issues are not so because that Lumba ene de wenyan baby ko, but then currently you could see say there are a lot of Nyama bibri wa a lot of people want to know. It's not quickly though. This particular video involved babaka betrayals of Aisha Modi actually going hard and exposing some deep secret that about Lumba.
Breast deal door shipping. Was this episode in Yema every UK at Ghana, from UK to Ghana and one.
All right, so as we work on the video, so basically, and that is it. As we move away to work on the video, just say, okay, can't say some no, but I think so now we have the video involved. The entry video where babaka, bet to us.
Sorry, I said. Oh.
Oh no, ni cousin ni kitade we didi ni cousin ni kitade na opeso oje o kitade na uji free ni nsema ye ni chiwade no obetimi dia defend no ho in Ghana.
The disrespect is too much. Well, I think some I mean about
me who said like what's for life and then you are defending this woman. Me na ni GB wo because
Mama about 1 week you know who shall not any odoboni they don't have problem. No she
Mama no sister be no be na kofa ba. Na kofa ba odobroni no wa ye ne den. Odobroni no wa ne be mama ni ku na kofa ba se. No wan go be odobroni. Ni ku na kofa ba sister na no be ye. No ya showo ni eno ya showo ni eno ye say oba mo ma na mo di ma me na tem so ya showo ni nyina. Mo amoni bema ba ko penet na ye kopem da kopem ne me kasa kwa mi sister Aisha me to ni ma bi o e na me ko say
ma no ada dia we ya shawo nto mo nyina mo ya shawo for say fi na ko ya shawo
no ku ba se o ya shawo ni
onu fi do nya shawo ni ma no ni pa se na wo on calculate nto mi so ya shawo ni di
ada ma mi bo ni be no wa ye ni born ni say that Lumba bana bra woman and she decided I will sacrifice for my husband. I will love him regardless. I will do my best for him.
Obeja Germany wa ko adi ni kunu echi akoga na eja nkola no nka no kure opa umbo ni bu yanka say no ma
ko this is she make here cry dey na say you dey cry dey enye freedom ko na e kasa ba won say obi abetimi a kire na adwen ba ina omu di ma me na tell
Aisha mpacho mo
asa ma mi na be wie bibi e yo mo dia
Frida odi ma na tem
mpacho ya mani papa na sane be ya na frame
me bi bosane mpacho mi bi sa wasem na eya na asem ba ko a mi bi sa me hu a mi nyansa se mi said anya obi a no obi sa se na Lumba nso oja oba ne nkwalare mahina na nie ya na de bia mete se obi a se
na be ma ni yare no sympathy Kwama.
Sister Aisha, wait. Sister Aisha, me bisa say into no say almost 17 years, 18 years. I go say 1 year dana. Into onu lumba no so no. Onu lumba no so ojama me ne nkwala ne mahina. Na onu odobro ni no. Se na krom ha Germany higher din no. Ha na oti anka se bi obetumi afi ni baby awu tohwe 6 ana. Only driver na only maid, only family nkwasi afọ na ebe gu ni fie ho no sebi. Saa na nkwasi afọ na wasese omo nyina ebe gu fie ho no ma.
Obeja obato be me nja me ma ye ma me ni.
Saa nkwasi afọ na ebe gu saa banga no ho na omo nsum no no. Omo nka no ho a.
Mba cho mo ba so amoma ye kasa one at a time. Mu amo be gina aso say na ye ma me no. Ena weja ne ma me pa mo cho me bisa mo. Oba besia ben a oni ni kunu eti Ghana ni kunu fa no oni ne house self ewo ye na oba besia no a onu kana no tu me e fia fast gan ko de betina social media betina be egu be ma ni ma asu sumami kana no tu mu ye oba ta ma me na asedi eso ye one time sa abaria no say yes obi time obi a ye girl no Canada na nke say ma me time but one time we tell no better odobro ni onim no inti me na meja me ma 3 e wo Germany because of them no kro ya me nim say me house up ko ne na wo
house up ma wo ba betra me no
inti mu amoka se na weja no mimi nja me ma because of them my brother be ma no me di ni du wo betimi abu na ekume ebra be ma no betimi age me dia oye no be ma no onye be me bia ka oye be ma ma kwa na epe no lumbo no nko pe oba no ko oba na epe no. So what are you talking about? Oti ni kunu nko we me control ni kunu lumba na se ma na epe no na oye lumba die Facebook no na me na me control lumba Oforian Ponsani kwabena wudi mde Oforian Ponsampe social media wudi channel kompe o se ono wi ontumi nhye no ho wo ha na obi atwa ne twadi ase no what the celebrities go through wo na obi atwa oba pa ye no video obi betimi afa video call e bia Facebook na e bibi ofra wo na she's naked. What you say?
Okay, so that was in Sema a course. So now you moshi ni enko a year in some froso. Minukasi a year bombshell report be about NDC for they are targeting the party financiers. They warning Kesia Koma, the big three, Brian Champon, Kennedy Japan, and also Dr. Baumi. According to reports we I feature my own to station or urban no party say a NDC for Natanasi Akase, Yensha one almost supporting party no ni go after them. And according to them, no a idea more years and a be we or meeting me every 2028 elections. No, it's for young Kwanyan this video of this particular in seminar reporter a year if he MPP form penny for but his own party say MPP for or your party who support Ken say about me. This is the time for you to put your leg down because they are coming after the party financiers.
Yeah, video nkwa bia obi ma reason ti okotoma Dr. Baumia the obi ma reason okotoma honorable Ken Japan the said no minister kadi nkomoi the nanu ada Chemalui ebaye ebekaye reason why it should be Ken Japan, reason why it should be Brian Champon no me chance on them me ba boacho. We have to sanitize the campaign whilst we are getting closer. Na MPP party for muntie ni ye acha ye the next 10 days edi anim yenye ready December mu say kuro. Brace yourself for audios, voice audios, the AI and I generate writers. Don't one will be targeted at running down Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Just get ready for it. Na se will be naked videos cry mananyam gongwa. Muntiana ye. Makasa after the meeting with former President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, generally the campaign as a heat in a woman has been watered. Yeah. Nemom, the me who the metino. Ye red December ni mua air chrono. I know Saba yes. And then you are also going to hear from former party people. Omo amonya akwanya besumo party ni mu. Anase mampenya da kofoa memu amonya akwanya besumo mu a montante wonka no. Womu ba shase a raise a voice. Now the way I mesi aye no. One way you'll be enticed by their position. But I can say that do na no eya page for from the government.
What about yeah, a prophet?
Me say do na no eya page for from the opposition party. Womu adwuma nyina ne say they are coming to raise a voice a very weakened party no. Ama party no wonya akono, especially in Ashanti region. And in the coming days, minim what the case might be. Musa tia semfufro wo wuntumi ho mananya monwanwa. And then amanfo a mu expect kwa say na sema e kwaso mbeka bi no e be chance abeka bi. Just to keep him busy after Tabaumia's election, another campaign. No? Makasem way, my men say repeat you, me say on the election day, menya enkeni pendumuno ma obia mfano ho nto Bible nhihye ya the election management committee and the party ni beyeso. Especially Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. We try constituencies now a war larger votes no. A ya kwesa do na no e wedia. The Kwabiri is about 100,400 delegates. Dome Kwabrenya efutunum kaswanom ne ade no. Mawani enko security on the election day. Collation on the election day. Na yeba bimbe emu ba yeshi. Mube yes papa because amount for ebe hunu voter omubenya to the on your comfortable no person or add it up no would do anything to add up and then also do anything to suppress the opponent a vote. Party penny for Mamon Fanny say any normal internal elections and I'm all running. Na bani ya kwa no NDC for interest a woman no. A social memo no cry the answer omumuno. The NDC as a party, how they concerned they are on the January 31st, 2026 MPP presidential primaries no. Yamu crown person a memo ne the asha wansano. Na my chance on enkomobia ashase a ekoso menim se hwie bi enu next week be Friday na nkomo no madi awi omuni nwie kwara de be pese mete no inde mbese mehu na mehu and then I'll run series on it.
Election the mom will be unfaithful man.
Charlie MPP was somebody pool. MPP was somebody pool. Ejuma Hopa. I feel for the next leadership of the party. Ombebre pa. they will have it tough, very, 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 very tough. And Iran ben subia omunsemuye na omodo so show some signs of passion, love be edema party no. Omomo modjuma ho ban yi. Omomo modjuma ho ban yi. Some of the businessmen, mostly Ashanti indigenes, they still have a reason why they should support the party. No, Omunsin Kete. Yes, I attacks every almost no. Spiritually, physically. And some of them will have it so difficult that they will be presented with an offer. 2 options. Is either you are with us and you have your liberty, your way, or you are against us and we come after you. And it will transcend down to the media space. And then there's a trouble when they say with the who 10,000 20,000 the enticing ko for no aso na make ofoku siketua esesa shebre.
That's right.
Aso na making. A few of the people within the media space they bet imagine no.